David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I had a fucking reality check today down at fucking Jits. I got fucking absolutely fucking ragdolled today. So this dude, I think it was his first day. If it wasn't his first day, it was his second day. But he was built like a fucking brick shithouse. I mean, he was just a little bit shorter than me, but fucking, he was an absolute fucking unit. And he was wearing no gi as well, but I was wearing gi. That's not an excuse. He still fucking ragdolled the shit out of me. But it does make it harder because I can't fucking grip him and he can grip me. But still, like, I just want to say that made almost no difference. This cunt fucking, he just fucking manhandled me. It was fucked. And it brought me back to earth as well because fucking I can manhandle a few cunts down there. Like, I'm relatively strong. People look at me and they're like, yeah, I'll fucking roll with that old fat balding cunt. And then we start rolling and they're like, oh, he's actually not as weak as he looks. So I fucking very rarely get manhandled. And I've been testing myself against bigger people than me, stronger people who look stronger than me, and very rarely am I worried about people's strength. Like, when I go to the gym, I can't lift anything. Like, I bench pressed yesterday. There was 12.5 kilos on each side. So what's that? 25 kilos plus the bar. 45 kilos. And I reckon if I really fucking amped it up, I could probably do 15 kilos, 3 sets of 10. Anything more than 15 kilos on each side, so 50 kilos, I would need a spotter. And I reckon I'd get about 3 or 4 reps. Like, weights-wise, I can't lift shit. I can deadlift like maybe 20 kilos or something. Fuck all. But when it comes to Jiu Jitsu, I don't know. Maybe it's a balance thing or something. I'm relatively strong. So we start, and this guy, I swear to God, he's fucking like twice my size, muscle-wise. And we start, he's on the ground. I'm in his guard. We start, he just flips me over, grabs me, throws me on the ground, sits on top of me, tries to bend my arm back. I fucking struggle out of it. He's on top of me and I'm trying to fucking bridge him over and I can't get the cunt off the fucking ground. And I'm just fucking flailing. I'm just trying to fucking get a grip on him, but he's got no fucking gi. So I can't get a grip on him. Like, he's just wearing a rash vest and he's all sweaty and shit. So I can't get fucking grips and I don't know how to fight no gi and I couldn't use my strength. So he's just basically doing whatever the fuck he wants. I'm fucking just managing. And then 2.5 minutes come. I'm like, thank fuck. And so we change positions. I ask him as well. I'm like, how much do you weigh, man? And he's like, bit over 100. And I'm talking like, this is pure fucking muscle. I saw him after the class. He was walking around with his shirt off. He looked like a fucking bodybuilder. So I'm sitting on about 83 and not all that's muscle. Let's put it that way. Not all of that's muscle. So I'm looking like 78, 79 and 4 kilos of pure fat. This cunt is over 100 kilos of chiseled, hard fucking rock muscle. And in my fantasies, in my daydream fantasies, my jiu-jitsu out in the street, like bashing people fantasies, he's one of the guys that comes up in my fantasies. A big fucking like roided up type fucking meat axe comes at me and I just put him in a fucking chokehold, strangle him out, little bit of ground and pound, and it's all over. But fucking in reality, that did not fucking happen. So we changed positions. I'm now in his guard. He's on his back. We start. He fucking like flips me immediately. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. My 2 fucking stripes out the window. Fucking gone. It was so fucking humbling because honestly, in my mind, I swear to God, this thought went through my head. Am I one of the strongest people alive? That's how far ahead of myself I can get. I honestly thought that. I'm like, I reckon I'm probably one of the strongest people alive. Like, I wouldn't tell that to people, but they would know once they experience it. And then I start thinking about like Eddie Hearn and shit like that. I'm like, well, I'm probably not as strong as him, but in my weight division, in my weight class, I'm probably like in the 1% of the strongest people alive. Even though I can't bench press 50 kilos. That's the type of thinking that just gets me into so much trouble. I just go so far out there. I reckon, honestly, I go further out there than anyone else on earth. Like with the smallest little bit of encouragement, I can fucking extrapolate that into somehow I'm the greatest at something in the world. In the world. But Jiu Jitsu, as well as comedy, they have a very good way of fucking humbling you. Like in comedy, you fucking bomb on stage and you're humbled. You're like, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought I was. In Jiu Jitsu, you just get manhandled like you're a fucking 4-year-old girl. And you're like, well, maybe I'm not what I thought I was. Maybe I should humble myself. And by humble myself, I mean, the first thing I thought was, I'm going to start taking some steroids, I think. I'm going to fucking do a few cycles of roids and start choking cunts out. I wasn't like, I'm going to work on technique. I'm like, I might get some fucking roids into me. That sounds good. Jesus Christ, it was fucking humbling though. I'm not making excuses, but he did have 20 fucking kilos of pure fucking muscle on me though. And he wasn't wearing his gi, so I couldn't get any grips. And he knew what he was doing as well. I'm like, have you fucking rolled before? He's like, oh, just at rugby and shit like that. So he's also an athlete. I'm not making excuses though. Fuck me. If my son fucking saw that, he'd never be able to look me in the eyes again. So it's back to the drawing board with Jiu Jitsu. I wouldn't be in his weight division. No fucking way. That's heavyweight. I'm more like middleweight or something like that. But yeah, back to the drawing board. I got to fucking start going to the no-gi classes. I don't know what I'm doing without the gi. I've got no fucking idea. You got to get hooks in and shit like that. You got to grip differently. I just like grabbing a collar and fucking holding on to that for dear life. Anyway, this is the adversity you have to overcome to become the best in the world at something. If I want to become the best jiu-jitsuist in the fucking world, these are the days that make you. You just get back on the horse. And fuck, I was choked out by like a 19-year-old yesterday as well. Or Tuesday. That wasn't good either. Anyway, I'm going to go find some testosterone and come back bigger and better. So that'll do for today, and I'll see you the fuck later.